I'm really delighted that we're participating in the SWAN initiative here at NUH. Getting it right for patients and their families at the end of life is one of the most important things we can do for people in healthcare.
We have the privilege of looking after a whole range of patients, some of whom are coming to the end of their life, and be able to give those patients and their families the respect and the dignity that they are due, sensitively, compassionately, at that period of their lives is really important to me.
What SWAN does is it makes end-of-life care more visible. It also says that end-of-life care is everybody's business. It doesn't matter who you are.
Good end-of-life care starts from the minute the patient and the family walk into our acute environment. From the moment that the receptionist meets the family at the desk to when the porter's transferring that patient to the ward environment that they're going to. And what SWAN is saying is, open the door, put your head behind the curtain, just double check with them. How are they? How have they been today? Have they had a drink? Have they had something to eat? Is there anything we can do for them?
Being there, just being willing to even acknowledge that and being alongside and letting them tell you how hard it is sometimes, or actually just being able to share their memories. I've sat with families, but you're laughing because you're sharing lovely memories, and in that way you are also creating memories.
What a symbol does is it gives permission, and if you see somebody that's upset, that's walking down the corridor, it again gives you that courage to go and speak to them, because you can acknowledge that there's an emotional experience that family are going through.
So SWAN is going to be throughout the organisation, so whether you're from children's to neonates to ED, critical care, acute medicine, HCOP, wherever you are, we're going to be using the SWAN initiative.
The SWAN initiative has been amazing for us in the emergency department. We like to know that we're providing the absolute best care for our patients, and if that's an end-of-life care situation, then we want to be providing best care, best practice, best experience for patients and their relatives.
Within children's, we've often offered families keepsakes, handprints, locks of hair, things to keep afterwards, and the SWAN project is bringing that across the trust.
I think it's really important that relatives know that I care, that I am listening to their needs, that they have a voice.
So it's about all these policies we often have, and what SWAN means is talk to the family, what do they want, as long as it's safe. You know, cuddles, for example. I've already said to my son, I said, you know, when I'm at my end of life, I said, I want you to get beside my bed and give me a really big cuddle.
We really want to give this dying person a personal situation with their relatives, and what the relatives might do if they're at home, we want them to be able to do the same thing. I remember a lady and all of her friends came in and I said, do you want to do her nails? And they do that and it just makes them feel better.
So I'm a champion for this one within maternity, and for me that means being able to continue to build and develop our bereavement pathway within maternity and help build and by just helping parents that everything's an option.
To me, it's reducing regret, and you don't want a regret, so hopefully they'll be saying, well, I know I did everything that I could, I know the hospital did everything they could, and we did everything we could.
The little things that make a difference at end-of-life care, and SWAN allows people to come right back to the basics of why they came into the caring environment that we're in at the moment.
It's the look in someone's eye, it's the way they hug you, they hold you, they shed a tear with you without embarrassment, and there's just that mutual recognition that actually together we've made something that seemed unbearable slightly more bearable, and that's priceless.
There's no greater feeling than knowing that you could provide comfort and compassion at what is probably one of the most difficult times in anyone's life.
I think more of the team will have the confidence to enter in, and not just enter into the room, but actually enter into their lives and that part of the journey which they're all finding really difficult.
It is about saying, there isn't anything I can say, but I'm here to do, if I can do anything to help. And that's a really powerful thing to be able to say is, what can I do?
We only have one chance to get it right, and if we don't get it right, we can never try again. And I'm just passionate that it's so important that people get the best end-of-life care and they have the most comfortable death that we can possibly give them.